Okay, so it's day one out here in the woods. Out here in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan. And you know, first thing we're gonna try to do is try to find some shelter. We can, you know, stay dry if it rains. Get a lot of rain out here. You know, one of the keys to surviving out here is to make sure that you don't overheat. It tends to get a bit hot. And well, looks like we've got some water here. This might be a good source of food. I'm gonna drop a line in there and try to catch a fish, or you know, alligator like to come in here. See that little hole there? Might get an alligator pop out of there. Maybe I can find a rock or something I can kill it with. And whew, boy, it's hot out here. Now this tree, see this tree here? It's good bark. You can scrape this off with your finger. I'm not going to do it right now, but you can scrape all this bark off and make yourself a nice bed. That way, you know, I can still get air. It's going to be a hot one tonight. I got a little, looks like somebody built a house here. Let's see if anybody's home. Maybe we can borrow some sugar or some eggs. Doesn't appear to be anybody home. I'll come back later. Well, I'd say that would be a good place to sleep for the night, but might get a little too hot in there. That's the thing you gotta watch out for. You don't want to overheat. So this stick right here, this branch, would be good for hunting. You know, you can spear a snake. Snake, a good source of protein. A lot of them out here. Hard to see them, but they're out here. Oh. Here's a good stick too. I'll use that as a landmark, place of reference. Way I can find my way back. Make sure I remember that stick. Oh, it's a nice big open area here. Looks like a good place to shelter for the night. Well, maybe not right here. I'll find something with a little bit of coverage overhead. Oh, there we go. That looks like a good shelter right there. Hang out underneath this tree. That'll keep us dry. That's about as good a shelter as you can hope for out here. Yep. Boy, it's hot. Yeah, look at that. Looks like a coffin. Looks like somebody's buried there. I'll kneel down and say a prayer later. May you rest in peace. Oh boy. Hopefully I can find that stick. I can find my way back. Is that it? I don't think that's it. Nope. Trying to find my stick. One of the worst things that can happen to you out here is getting lost. You don't want to get lost. Oh, I think I found it. Yep. There it is. There's our stick. There's my tracks. So that's how I know this is the stick. It's the right stick. Oh, look at that. Got some tracks. Looks like a mountain lion. I better be careful not to run into him while I'm out here. There's our stick. Make sure we remember where that stick was. Whew. Looks like nobody's home yet. Sure could use some brown sugar if they had some. It's a nice place. It's one of the bigger houses I've seen out here. And oh, still no alligator. Hopefully he comes around. Would like to eat tonight. It's going to be a hot one tonight. Boy, I sure wish they would come home. Just be nice to have someone to talk to. Not that I don't like talking to you. Folks at home watching, it gets a little lonely out here by yourself. Oh boy. Well, guess I'll just hang out here and see if anybody comes home. Oh, before I do that, let's talk about this tree here. Now, this tree ain't good for much. Can't really do nothing with this tree. A lot of those out here. Easily confused with the trees that you can use. So sometimes it's tough figuring out which trees are good and which trees aren't, like this one here. Yep. That one's useless. This one though, that's a good tree there. That's a good tree there. See that little stump there? That's a tree that somebody's used before. Circle of life. Trees grow. We cut them down, put them to use. There's a good spot right there to cup squat. Some water there next to it. Might get a little wet, but sometimes you just gotta, you know, get off your feet, take a load off. You don't want to strain yourself out here. Fatigue is man's worst enemy out in the wild. I better get some food soon. Starting to get weak. Alright, well, I think maybe I'll go back to my tree, set up shelter. Boy, I hope it cools off.